Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing a report on, well, more shenanigans going on with the FDA. And they're bent over backwards with the pharmaceuticals to take our supplements away. So the pharmaceuticals can have more sick people so they can make more synthetics that are poisonous and have more side effects than anything you can go pick out in the field. That's a natural cure. They're just unbelievable what these vampire monsters are. These greedy little money junkies out there, and they're eugenicists too. I mean, this has got to be part of their plan to reduce the population. Because what other reason would they make stuff that you see on TV? And it wasn't that they passed that law several years ago saying they had to tell the side effects. People would be dropping left and right even faster. But since they did that, and you get to see that, yeah, take Nasonex or whatever, and they will only give you headaches and diarrhea, and make your conditions even worse than having the sniffles and the allergy. But that's okay. You want to get rid of the allergy, don't you? Oh, but don't wait. We have a cure for that too. We have Bottle B here. This will cure that side effect. Oh, and by the way, this one here also has a side effect, so you're going to need this one here to take care of that side effect. And it goes on and on and on. And you suddenly have 10 to 15 prescriptions to treat the very first thing you start taking a medication for. Because you're treating all the other medication side effects. It's just not right. I've never seen a natural cure where you had to take 2 or 3 other natural cures to counteract the first cure, and then the second cure, or the second one treating the first one, and the third one treating that one for it treating the first. It doesn't happen in nature. Only when man gets his hands into it and starts playing God. This is by the Alliance for Natural Health USA. It's an organization that I'll have a link to on the bottom of this video, and here's the article. Government releases report to justify FDA pre-approved of supplement claims. It was posted just yesterday, October 9th, 2012. They say stakeholders have raised concerns about these claims. Could these stakeholders possibly be members of the pharmaceutical industry? Yeah. The Inspector General, OIG, of the Department of Health and Human Services, parent agency of the FDA, has released a report called Dietary Supplements Structure Function Claims Fail to Meet Federal Requirements. That's right, somebody's not telling you what you've got to do. You don't have a big brother, mom, or dad over you, so they're going to be it, because they know what's good for you. Yeah, right. All because they wear a white coat and have a stethoscope doesn't mean they know anything. I could put on a white coat and stethoscope, and it doesn't mean I'm a brain surgeon. These monsters. The word in Washington is that it is a naked attempt to support new legislation that would require FDA pre-approval of all structure-function claims, which food and supplement producers are legally allowed to make. The structure-function claims are statements that describe the role of a nutrient or dietary ingredient as it affects normal structure or function in humans. Like, for example, calcium builds strong bones, or vitamin D boosts immune system function. Under the FDA rules, one cannot legally cite the science showing that vitamin D prevents and treats the flu. The flu is considered a disease, so this is forbidden. That's right, you gotta go to the man in the white coat with stethoscope. The science doesn't matter to the FDA, nor does the freedom of speech. The OIG said it reviewed structure-function claims on dietary supplement and labels and concluded that the FDA should use statutory authority to review structure-function claims to make sure that they are truthful and not misleading. This means they think legislation should be introduced to provide FDA with authority to pre-approve structure function claims before nutritional supplements are marketed. That just doesn't sound right. FDA should improve market surveillance for illegal structure function claims, expanding it to include retail establishment, trade shows, and promotional events to make sure vitamin stores are not making disease claims and are displaying proper disclaimers on their structure function claims. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what that is? It's like it said, vitamin D. I mean, what can you do? We got vitamin D3, which is very good. They call it liquid sunshine. And the people, especially in Northern Europe and in the UK, should be taking lots of vitamin D3. And basically, it's known that around 2,000 units of it should be taken. And I don't know, and it's basically harmless. It's water soluble. It's not like cod liver oil and any of that, but you can OD on it. You can't OD really on vitamin D if you're taking it under 10,000. You can't OD on it. And actually 10,000 is what you start with when you start the treatment on it. They'll get your vitamin D level back to normal. If you're basically somebody who's indoors all the time under fluorescent lights and other things like that, you need about 10,000 for the first week. And then you drop it down to 5,000, and that's what you take per day. And 2,000 is minimal, because your body will use that up. And if it doesn't store in your body. So, like vitamin D from cod liver oil and stuff. I just don't understand these creatures. Anyways, back to the article. Clearly, the FDA pre-approval of structure-function claims would be disastrous given the agency's long-standing bias against nutritional supplements. Many, perhaps most claims would never be approved, and the process could be very lengthy. It could take a long time to get something approved that's better, an improved product. Pre-approval would also create an even greater advantage for pharmaceutical drugs. If supplement makers are prevented from making even these most basic of claims about their products, the public won't know about their ability to help heal and balance us, and will have only drugs for their health needs. Will have only drugs for their health needs. Who requested the study? OIG says the Government Accountability Office. Sound medical to me. Sound like somebody that's a nutritionist. The OIG, Government Accountability Office, and public interest groups. Oh, and other people who must be experts in medicine and dietary supplements and things. That is, the Center for Science and Public Interest. Oh, the CSPI, the public citizen, raised concerns, and that stakeholders have urged FDA to strengthen oversight of these claims because they are potentially misleading and may lack scientific support. Oh yeah, only if the pharmaceutical companies say so. As if they're the ones that write the textbooks for your doctors. Remember that. Well, you think they only prescribe synthetics and not natural things. Because to make more money, you make more money off of synthetics. Synthetics are the way to go. Nature doesn't make $1,000 pill. Ooh, but the pharmaceutical company does for the same thing that nature does for pennies. CSPI has had an agenda against structure-function claims for a while, even requesting the FDA to abolish structure-function claims altogether, as we reported 2 years ago. And I probably have a video of that. And no one wants FDA to suppress information about the effectiveness of supplements more than the pharmaceutical industry, because it's taken away their money out of their pocket that they're gouging out of yours. The study itself is remarkable for a number of flaws in its methodology and analysis. And here it is. Bring this all the way up. They sampled only 119 supplements out of 90,000 supplements on the market. Why? Because they chose to sample weight loss supplements and supplements for immune support. The knew that weight loss supplements are usually the worst offenders and are certainly not representative of the nutritional supplement industry as a whole, and this intentionally skews the results. Companies had to voluntarily submit whatever substantiation they had for their claims. 66 of 104 companies did so, which again is hardly representative of the substantiation available to all supplement structure function claims. Not surprisingly, the FDA could not readily determine whether manufacturers had submitted the required notification for their claims. FDA could only locate 21 of 127 notification letters. This points to serious deorganization within the FDA. It calls into question whether the FDA even has the capacity for greater enforcement. The report says that 7% of the supplements reviewed lacked the required disclaimer and 20% including prohibited disease claims on their labels. These instances in the report raise questions about the extent to which these structure-function claims are truthful and not misleading. We would point out that it was 7% of 127 they selected, which means that only 9 supplements lacked the required disclaimer. And not having a disclaimer does not mean the information provided in the structure-function claims are not truthful or are in any way misleading. Moreover, disease claims for supplements are illegal. The FDA already has authority to enforce against them. If companies are making disease claims, they are certainly violating the law, although they are not necessarily being either misleading or untruthful. This report is nothing more than a blatant bid for new anti-supplement legislation to be enacted. As always, ask yourself, who would benefit financially from suppressing supplement competition for drugs? And there's some more links you can go to. And I'm telling you right now, that's just bull. Cui bono? Who profits? The pharmaceuticals, of course. They're profiting off of all their synthetics. They take a natural thing that has almost zero side effects and knock molecules around, and then it makes a new drug out of it so they can patent it. And then they turn around and it has all types of side effects when they do the studies. And they know this stuff. It's like what happened to Valium. It used to be the most prescribed drug. Oh yeah, that's right. It was natural. Comes from a root, Valium. The Valium plant. And, well, it was too cheap for them. They had to come up with something like Prozac. Scary words like that. Those are scary words. Coming up on Halloween. This is getting scary. The government's getting scarier and scarier this month. They're making Halloween come true to life. And our lives. And our pocketbooks. And our workplace. And even in our recreational place. We have no way to getting away from these creatures. Apparently, control freaks are taking over big time now. And it's spreading like a disease. Apparently, all the superior psychopaths and sociopaths are looking around, finding other psychopaths and sociopaths of lesser order. Kind of like the wolf pack, where there's superior wolves and then there's submissive wolves, who will roll over and put their paws up when the superior wolf comes around them, or if they do something they're not supposed to do. This is what's happening. We got a pack of wolves loosed in our government and in our medical industry, and they're not stopping for nothing to get us, treating us like the sheep. We should all be sheepdogs and attack the sheeps. Wolves attack the sheaves. The sheaves. Never mind. I'm upset now. Until next time, this is Spellbinder saying, be good at it. And this is just another brick in the wall from the control freaks. From the people who think, the 1% that think they're superior to the rest of us. All because they have money. That's their God. And they want government to be our God. That's why they're trying to kill Christianity and any other religion, basically. They're using the other religions against every other religion. And by then they can just say, well, government's now a religion and you will worship us. We are your providers. We are the ones that take care of you. We replace your God with our men. Isn't that something that was predicted somewhere? Side note, have you ever thought that maybe these creatures have read the Revelations also, and they're trying to make it happen? Trying to fulfill Revelations, and try to do it as quickly as possible, so they can hurry up, get it over, kill over half of us, and then step up and say, here we are, we're in paradise now. Revelation's over, we made it happen and it's gone. Well, they wouldn't say that. They're saying God made it happen and now it's gone and now we're going to live in that 1,000 years of peace and prosperity. Yeah, they will. And then they'll have their slave class, whoever's left after the 80-90% of us are wiped out. That's right. There's too many of us. They can't fight us all and they know it. So they're trying to wipe us out. Hook our claw. Oh well. Till next time. Good day.